They're going to make a reality show about immigrants fighting for citizenship to get into the United States. I fucking hate it here.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of The Dave Show. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, all right, let's settle down. All right, hey, listen, we've got a great show planned for you today, so let's jump right in. Let's do it. News and nuts. News and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts. Well, it looks like someone's doing their job in government. Lena Haba just charged Representative LaMonica McIver, and she was the one that was dressed in red that stormed the ICE facility out there in New Jersey, I don't know, maybe about a week or so ago, several days ago. Anyways, yeah, so the charges are assaulting, impeding, and interfering with law enforcement. Says mess with ICE and get burned. Well, you know, I've been saying for a while now, if you interfere with an ICE arrest or anything like that, you touch a finger on an ICE agent, you should be arrested immediately, cuffs slapped on, gone through the process, and maybe even spend at least one night or two in jail. I'm sorry, this stuff has got to end because it's not just rhetoric anymore. It's not just interference. It's quickly descending into actual violence, and that is what it's going to ultimately end up being. And it's totally needless. We just need to stamp it out right now. So, good job, Alina. We learned that President Biden has late stage level 9 prostate cancer, which means it's gone into the bone, and that is very sad. We don't want anybody, I don't care what side of the aisle you live in, we don't want anybody getting cancer or being sick like that. So our condolences go out to the Biden family and to old Sleepy Joe himself. I hope you can recover from this and get better. Now, in saying that, it is strange that we didn't hear a word about this cancer until all of the books started coming out over the weekend, and the Her tape came out over the weekend. Well, because of this cancer revelation, now the Democrats are saying, "Oh, you know what? We gotta not talk about the scandal in the White House or the cover up of." His cognitive decline. And so they're making excuses. So let's take a look.
Those conversations are going to happen, but they should be more muted and set aside for now as he's struggling through this.
It seems to me, Jessica, this debate doesn't end at all, but it is briefly put on pause as a result of today's news.
I've mentioned before, I love me a good meme, and I found a pretty good one. And I don't think it's in poor taste because President Biden is still alive. So let's take a look at it. It says, "It is time to go," the Grim Reaper talking to Joe. And it says, "Was I a good meme?" The Grim Reaper says, "Not really. Let's go now." And as he's going up the stairs, he trips. The Grim Reaper's like, "Come on, man." Which, of course, makes it a good meme. Okay. That's funny. The Her tapes came out over the weekend, and they hurt the Democratic Party. It shone a huge spotlight on the cover-up, on the fact that Biden was not mentally well, cognitively speaking, to do his job. The massive scandal that surrounded the president, the media, the Democratic Party. I mean, everybody involved. It's a mess. Now they're trying to clean it up, but they can't. They know they effed up. And some are now saying, well, you know what? yeah, we effed up. And maybe we just need to say we effed up because this is going to hurt our party for a very long time, especially since they keep doubling down and saying the cognitive decline was still some right-wing conspiracy theory. Come on. That ship has sailed. That's been clearly debunked between the her tapes and the books that are now coming out. It's a lost argument. Dems, give it up.
And that is a crime against this republic. And I think the Democrats are going to pay for a long time for being a part of what is now being revealed to be a massive cover-up. We need to apologize to the American people that we were a part of something that wasn't on the up and up.
But ultimately, in retrospect, you can't defend what the Democratic Party did because we are stuck with a madman, with a corrupt president in the Oval Office, and we should have given ourselves a better chance to win.
I think the consensus is in. The medical professionals have been speaking out saying that, yeah, President Biden definitely had this prostate cancer for a very long time, well before his presidency ever happened. So the depths of the lies that the White House and the media took to keep this from the American people is just astounding. Anyways, take a look at what they have to say.
Really surprising that it's this advanced at the time of diagnosis. I am absolutely shocked that they didn't find this earlier.
If you have prostate cancer that is spread to the bone, then he's most certainly, you were saying, had it when he was president of the United States.
Oh, yeah. He's had this for many years, maybe even a decade, growing there and spreading. He did not develop it in the last 100, 200 days. He had it while he was president. He probably had it at the start of his presidency. Either they didn't test for it, or they test for it, they didn't report it, and we didn't get the information as a public.
In this last clip, the doctor is talking about President Biden and his diagnosis, but he's saying something that I have not heard anyplace else. It's at the very end of the clip. And it's very interesting, and I think it might explain a lot of what we've seen from President Biden, especially the last year, but maybe the last 2 years. So check it out.
Doctor, I want to start with you. Your thoughts about this diagnosis today, what we're hearing about it, the aggressive nature of it, and how long the former president now may have had it.
Sure. Well, thanks, Brett. And of course, our thoughts and prayers go out to the family in this particular setting. But it has been correct, many of the folks that you've already had speak, that this has probably been at least a 5 to 7 year process. And I think it's important for people to know that it goes from the prostate to local expansion and only then to the bones in a rather slow process. So any kind of sort of medical care would have found this along the way.
And considering that he was getting presidential care, Doctor, I mean, it's really strange that we didn't know about this from PSA tests prior to this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would consider it malpractice if I was a White House physician not to test the PSA in a male U.S. president. I think there's another aspect here that might be interesting to talk about, is speculate about, which is the treatment for this kind of cancer, ADT as it's called, actually has as major side effects both falls. About 37% of men will have a fall within 12 months, as well as cognitive decline. And so I'm speculating that we may have been watching some of the side effects of treatment during his presidency.
Well, that's it for the news. Now on to the nuts. I hate to do it to you, my friends, but this first clip is of another window into the food delicatessens of India, food preparation techniques. Oh my gosh, this one, the one from yesterday's video was really bad, but this one is absolutely horrendous. It's so gross. If I ever went to India, I don't know if I could eat a day. I would have to stick to, I don't know, McDonald's or something. And even then, I'd probably have to check the kitchen. But anyways, check it out. Up next is an example of why it is important to have quality workers to do the job correctly. And it's a really bad idea to cut corners and have DEI hires for your getaway driver. Take a look. The next clip is an example of why I give the Second Amendment a big thumbs up. Check it out. The lady in the next clip had an issue with her eggs, and the person behind the counter offered some unique customer service to her. So take a look.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
All right.
I bought this earlier today, and look at the eggs. I spent about $15 on these eggs, and one of them is cracked. What you could do for me?
Let me see. Oh, one in here is cracked?
I don't know what to tell.
Okay.
I can't afford this.
I got you. Fix it up for you. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Just one more piece. Should be fine. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure that clip was real. I'm pretty sure if it was, that lady would have freaked out and that guy would have had a flip-flop tossed at his at his head or something. But Brendan says, it's bizarre that anyone is taking this seriously. I think he is in the same camp than I am. Look, if it was real, kudos to that lady because she handled it like a champ, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Play Nice says he forgot the 25-cent tape charge and $20 labor fee. What a nice guy. This next clip shows you just what kind of manners a crow can have when dealing with a human. It's kind of cool. Check it out. All right, my friends, that wraps up News and Nuts, but don't worry, we've got plenty of crazy liberal madness to get to. Sit back, relax, buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
Hey, quick question.
Okay.
Who's gonna let the MAGA girlies know that their Shein and their Temu is all gonna go up in price?
I'm not.
Who's gonna tell him?
I'm not gonna do that. That'd be dangerous.
Who's gonna tell him? You know, the app in the storefront from China that isn't a national security threat.
Okay.
Who's gonna tell them that their shirts aren't gonna be $3 anymore? They're gonna be a lot more now. Bummer.
I keep trying to make a post, and then I get halfway through it and I lose my fucking mind.
Wow. You've got crazy eyes, lady.
What is happening in this fucking country is absurd. It's
what is that?
Fucking absurd.
How absurd is it?
And I'm growing angrier and angrier every fucking, I swear to God, I'm not going to make it through this administration without catching a fucking assault charge or getting my natural fucking citizen ass here deported.
That's not going to happen. What are you talking about?
And the fact
No,
that I
geez,
have to
yeah.
fucking go out into the wild and run
Yeah?
into you fucking people.
Oh no!
Who said, oh, Joe
Horrible.
Biden was tanking our economy. Look at what
Yeah.
what Donald Trump is doing.
Yeah, saving it.
I want to punch every one of you in the fucking throat. Every fucking one of you.
That's right. Why not in the
Have a great
face?
Sunday.
I'm so sorry that you have to be out in the wild, breathing the same air as people that are part of the MAGA movement. Life is tough, I'm sure. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, yeah. This is an awful alert. My producer, yes. And let me turn this off here. Okay. Yes, my producer is telling me it is an awful alert, which is an affluent white female liberal. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's roll tape. All right. Yeah, I know they're not going to like it because they truly are awful. Yes. Okay. Let's get to it. Let's check out this beautiful human being.
Hey, good morning, TikTokers. So is it me, or do you really wish that somebody else would have had prostate cancer?
What did you say? What the f did you just say?
Yeah, it's just you.
I mean, of all people, why did it have to be old Joe?
Karma?
God love him and sending him and his family many prayers, but the majority of Americans really wish it would have been Dumpster.
No. Yeah.
Leave him alone now.
Okay.
Leave him alone.
No.
Joe Biden has prostate cancer. Everybody, leave him the f*** alone.
Okay.
Thanks.
It's sad that he has cancer, but no, we're not going to leave him alone. We're not dropping it. I mean, did you leave President Trump alone? No, you never left him alone. So I don't think President Biden gets the same treatment. Koala says, did they leave Trump alone after 2 attempts? The answer to that is, of course, no, they did not. This next clip shows the dynamics and the differences between the left and right when you have 2 friends of the same party, but one is leaving to go to the other party. And we're shown both sides of the coin and the proper and I think accurate reactions of all involved. So take a look.
I'm leaving the Republican Party. Okay. May I ask why? I don't agree with the policies anymore, and I'm leaning left. Okay, well, although we can agree to disagree, I really respect you as a friend. I've enjoyed our friendship, and if you ever want to talk about politics, we can, but we don't have to. Thanks. I appreciate that. Of course. I'm leaving the Democratic Party. Oh, so you're racist, homophobic, a bigot, and a sexist. What? No, I'm still me. It's just, I don't align with your values anymore, and I find myself leaning more conservative. I mean, I never thought I'd say that. Well, we can disagree on politics, but we can't disagree on human values and human rights. I'm still me, the person you've known since 3rd grade, and I really have enjoyed our friendship. Well, last time I checked, I wasn't friends with Nazis.
I regret my vote for Donald Trump, and I'm ready to talk about it. When I voted for Donald Trump, I was told that I would lose my rights. I thought that I wouldn't have the right to drive. I thought that somebody would have to be driving me around everywhere. It's not the case. I still have to drive wherever I want to go. That's on me. I was told that it was going to become a communist country. We were going to be told what to wear, how to do our hair, but that didn't happen. I still wake up every day and decide how I want to do my hair. I have to do it. I have to find an outfit every day, which is really time consuming. It's not at all what I was expecting. I thought that that was all going to end. I also thought that I was going to get deported. Even though I was born here in the United States of America, I was told that I would certainly be deported. I'm not sure where, but I was hoping it would be some sort of island or somewhere relaxing. Now, I will say I do love my country, so I am not super upset that I'm still here, but all of these things were things that I considered before voting for him. None of those things have happened. I still have all of my rights, and my life is business as usual. In fact, it does feel good to have a little common sense in the air with him as president now, but these are all the things that I thought that I was voting for that I didn't get. And here it is.
God forbid a girl gets her lip filler done, and God forbid that she gets them so big they touch her nose. God forbid.
You're an activist. You believe in social justice. What is activism?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think it's time for homeschooling. My gosh. Why are there still teachers like that in the system? I thought there was going to be some kind of, well, purge is maybe the wrong word. It sounds really horrible. But yeah, they need to be out. They should not be teaching our kids. The indoctrination needs to stop.
Hey neighbor, I'm here and I'm genderqueer. I want you to know that you are amazing. You deserve every single human right allotted to you because you are human. That's no matter who you are. That doesn't matter if you're an immigrant, doesn't matter if you're queer, doesn't matter if you're trans, doesn't matter where you're from. Just because you're human. And that's what my ancestors meant when they were on the Continental Congress. That's what my ancestors were looking for when they landed on Plymouth Rock. That's why my ancestors were the colonial assholes they were. Because they were looking for the freedom to be who they were. And they found that here with the indigenous people of America. Now they were assholes. And once they found it, they were mean to indigenous people of America. But we are now older and wiser than them. Right? It's been a while. Let's clean up our act. No is a one-word sentence.
But just again and again and again, I really thought that I was done. I was in another life. I was a grandfather and an author wearing, sweaters and jeans. And then I went for a walk on the beach and posted a silly picture of shells that I thought was a clever way to express a political viewpoint. And actually, I still think it is. I don't see it the way some people are still saying it is. But again, I don't want any part of any violence. I've never been associated with violence. And so that's why I took it down.
It is amazing that he can sit there and lie with a straight face. It's not even a straight face. He's grinning. He knows he's going to get away with it, I think most likely. And give me a break. If he doesn't know that 86 means what everybody else knows what it means, he's an idiot. And I think he's a stupid man. I think he's quite retarded, but he's not an idiot, okay? He knew exactly what he did. Good grief.
Unemployed people have no less intrinsic value than employed people.
That's
Our
true.
lives should not be measured by how much profit we provide our employer. Everyone deserves housing, food, healthcare, and education. Everyone, regardless of their income, deserves a life of dignity.
You had me for a hot second, but you lost me at this notion that we have this intrinsic right to housing. I don't think we do. Let me know down in the comments what you all think out there in the Idleverse. Should we all just be entitled to housing? I don't think so.
If you guys don't get me back on TikTok Live and let me play the game, please.
What is in your nose?
There will be trouble.
Take meth much? Jeez Louise. Somebody get her some help.
Workers united, give them holy hell. It's not just our right, but our duty to rebel. Workers united, give them holy hell. It's not just our right, but our duty to rebel. Workers united, give them holy hell. It's not just our right, but our duty to rebel.
Oh my gosh, these baristas, they're actually wearing black shirts now. You're protesting about wearing a black shirt, yet you're now conforming to what they want you to wear in the protest. You all have black shirts. It's obvious. So just wear them to work or go find a different job or something. Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, we've got... Wow, another awful alert. That's 2 in one show. Let me turn this off. That's... Oh, jeez Louise. Another awful alert. Let's see what she has to say. These affluent white female liberals. They're horrible. They're awful, one might say.
So you mean to tell me that my tax dollars, 5 million of our fucking tax dollars,
Wow.
are going to go to Ashley
Yes.
Babbitt's family because
Yes.
her dumb fucking bitch ass decided
Wow.
she was big, bad, and tough and had to break into the fucking Capitol and got herself killed?
No, she's straight up
All
murdered.
because of the fucking incompetent fucking con man grifter that now again sits in the fucking White House.
Wow.
But yet we can't provide health care for the poor. We can't provide food for the poor. We can't provide housing for the poor. But we can provide $5 million to an insurrectionist who had no fucking business being where she was, and she got exactly what she fucking deserved. Oh my God, I'm so fucking mad.
You're right on one point. It is kind of a shame that her family is only getting $5 million. And you sit there and scream and rant and rave and pull your hair out and tear your clothes in this faux outrage. Because I remember another family of someone who was, well, he wasn't killed. He pretty much killed himself. But his name was George Floyd. Do you remember him? Oh, of course you do. How much money did his family get? Oh, that's right. It was a lot more than 5 million. Let's take a look at how much George Floyd's family got. Oh, it was 27 million. Wow, that's a huge difference. That piece of trash. His family got 27 million for his fentanyl-ridden. He was not a good human being, and he did not deserve to have his family get $27 million. And he got a gold casket? A gold casket at his funeral. Are you serious? That is so disgusting. So disgusting. But yeah, you were cool with that. You were totally fine with that. And of course, you're totally fine to spend money on this next group of people. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's spend billions of dollars on immigrants that are here illegally. What does it say? The average Social Security recipient, thank you, receives $1,223 per month after working for over 50 years. Yes. And how much does an illegal get? Well, they get $3,874 after breaking into the United States for 50 minutes. Wow, that's a pretty wide gap there for people that deserve to have a pretty decent income after they retire, as opposed to people that break the law to get into this country and do nothing for it.
To my fellow white people, do y'all know why black people haven't got over it? And y'all know what I'm talking about. It's because we never got our get back, bruh. Think about it, bruh. Our whole motherfucking...
Yeah?
Nobody ever got to do anything, bruh. Imagine if somebody walked up to you today and just slapped the shit, smacked fire up out your dumb ass. And you didn't do shit. That shit gonna hunt you for the rest of your life. You know why it's gonna hunt you? Because a motherfucker just came and did whatever fuck to you, and you never got to do anything back to them. So no, we're never going to forget it. We're never going to let it go until we get our get back. However the fuck that has to happen. Fuck
you already had to get back.
Hey, okay.
Reparations is never going to happen, and I'm pretty sure your get has already been gotten, bruh. I'm pretty sure there was like over, 200,000 people that died? White people, white young men that died in the Civil War? Yeah, your get has been got. So be quiet.
White people, when a person of color tells you that something you said or did was problematic, believe them. They tell you something
white
you said
guilt.
or did was racist, believe them. Don't double down. Don't deny. Don't justify. Thank them for pointing it out to you. If we want to be anti-racist,
so stop
we have to
talking
start
about
by
it.
rooting the racism out within ourselves.
I need to stop
Thank
talking
the person
about it.
for letting you know, because now you can do better.
Where would white people be without white privilege and white supremacy? They did not earn their power through meritocracy. They earned it through terrorism and brutality.
I don't know what you're talking about, lady. I'm still waiting for my white privilege to kick in, so... And plus, America is based off of being a meritocracy from the get-go, so again, I'm not sure what you're talking about, okay?
I just saw a video that the Wall Street Journal literally posted an article saying that they're going to...
Why are you crying?
They're going to make a reality show about immigrants fighting for citizenship to get into the United States. I fucking hate it here.
Wait a minute, are you talking bum fights or more like Squid Games? Because I think both would be pretty entertaining television. Must watch. It's time for Dave's Detox. Nice. Oh, even better.
No.
Oh,
This
hey,
is my Cane's.
I don't blame you. Cane's is pretty good. Look of annoyance on that German Shepherd.
Come here.
Aw, poor guy. Somebody
Come
did
here.
something wrong. We still love you, buddy. Aw, how cute. That's super cute. I can watch that all day. What is that? Oh no. Wait, are they fighting or are they doing something else? Oh no.
What'd you do?
Oh, he knows he did it. He's owning it. Okay, what? What? Oh yeah, sneaky sneak. Oh my gosh, that's even more cute. That's adorable. Aww. That last kitten was like a real life Puss in Boots. So adorable. All right, my friends, that wraps up another episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, slap that bell around, tell your friends about Idle Hands. We're looking to really do a lot of growth on the channel in this next 6 months or so by the end of the year. All right, until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and of course, until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.